Hi, it's Cube 93's Dirty Harry. I do afternoons out here in Seattle for the top radio station. It's called Cube 93. Been doing it for about 14 years. Got the top slot in the city. And to be honest with you, music and fashion is my life. I talk about it every day. I live it. I breathe it. I eat it. From obviously, you can see what I'm rocking today, from the Givenchy t-shirt to the camos to the Balmain leather jacket. And, I had a couple recent experiences that I really kind of wanted to, talk about, especially with Summer Jam being this past weekend. I have a personal relationship with Macklemore. And, Macklemore came up to me at Summer Jam and he said, man, and this is actually the jacket I'm wearing. He said, I love your jacket. Where can I get it? And, that meant a lot to me coming from a guy like Macklemore. He's obviously a tastemaker. Him and I are going shopping at Barty's. Him and I both know the trends. But just kind of, having that conversation with Macklemore, talking about fashion from, Rick Owens, he's a big fan of Rick Owens, to Balmain, to Givenchy, to some of the new Hudson stuff. And, before that, I had another conversation with A$AP Rocky, and I think the real reason A$AP Rocky and I hit it off was, he said I was the first radio host that actually commented on a white Phillip Lim biker jacket he was rocking that was featured on upscalehype.com that he bought on Essence, and he was impressed. And, a prime example of that was he said, most radio hosts like yourself aren't intrigued and that dialed into the fashion. And I'm super dialed into fashion. I'm super dialed into music. And, the correlation between the two are so so heavy. You got to follow the trends. You got to know what's hot. You got to know how to park an outfit. No disrespect for people that, may not be the best dressed guys out there. But I feel like, when you're out there hosting clubs or doing movie premieres or red carpets or whatever it is, you got to have those statement pieces. You want to walk into a room, feel good, feel energized, and, and have people commenting. Have people commenting on the look. So getting back to kind of the root of the conversation, where I see music and fashion and where I feel they tie in, I don't care who it is. Kanye West dropping his brand new Nike Air Yeezy 2, the all red shoes. The vibes on those is crazy. I'm hearing 5 to 10 boutiques around the country will only get those. So just following the trends, the new Nike Air Yeezy 2 Kanye's. And the biggest music news stories, one story I'll be talking about today is Beyonce writing this incredible handwritten letter to Serena Williams, congratulating on her big title this past weekend. So I'm going to get into that story. I'm going to talk about that story. I'm going to put that on my Facebook fan page. I'm going to put it on my Twitter. I'm going to put it on my blog, and I'm going to push it out to the world. So I was recently asked a couple weeks ago what was something that's been a huge revolution in my opinion for being a radio host, being a MC in the marketplace, and I'll tell you right now, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, somebody that I have personal relationships with, recently broke a major milestone in music history. I'm talking the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Many artists today thrive. It's their dream to be able to do what these guys have done. They're in my backyard. Since 1958, not one artist has had 2 #1 singles back-to-back on the charts for 6 weeks straight. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, straight out of Seattle, my guys broke that record. And it's just so cool to talk about that because that's a revolution in my opinion. Not because of my relationship with them, not because of Seattle, but you know what? It just shows that it's been a long time since an artist like Macklemore and Ryan Lewis have been able to break a major milestone in history like that. And getting back to kind of what I bring to the table to Revolt TV, many things. Being a tastemaker, being a huge social networking just freak, pushing out stories every day on my blogs, from Beyonce talking to Serena Williams in an open letter, to, who's Jay-Z's next signing for his new management company, to all the fashion stuff related from the Nike Air Yeezy 2s, whatever it is. I bring that to the table, have with my knowledge from the on-air side to the social networking side, to being the best host MC that I can be on the radio, off the radio. And man, I'm super excited about the opportunity to join the Revolt team.